I'm going to be reviewing Space Jam: A New Legacy, which I don't think I'm going to spend much time on because y'all, out the gate, I hate this movie. Well, okay, I should preference by not saying I hate this movie. I should take that back because, man, this was just not a good film. Like, I watched it and I was like, this? Yeah. And here's the biggest problem with this movie. Is that it's one giant ad for HBO Max. That's all it is. It's literally all a giant ad for HBO Max. And I understand. Yes, every movie at its core is to sell products in some way, shape, or form. Like, even the most artistic movie can have, like, some product placement in some way. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. Anyway, in some way, shape, or form, all movies are meant to sell a product. Even they themselves are products of studios. But here, it's like, sometimes you just get movies that are just, like, so blatantly obvious that they are, like, just a big product. I mean, look at any Disney movie for reference. But this is very egregious for, they go to the DC universe, right? And they have the same animation for Superman and all the other characters in the 90s style, and it makes you go, I really like that animation style, and I love those characters, and I love that era of Superman. But where can I go to watch 90s Superman cartoons? Oh, right, HBO Max, that thing I have. Or that thing, if I'm, doing the free trial, I can get. Oh, Kong is here? Well, they have the MonsterVerse movies here. Maybe I should do more than the free trial after watching... Thank you, Space Jam: A New Legacy. I will go watch this. Also, real quick, I know they cut Pepe Le Pew for being, Pepe Le Pew, the dude's a misogynistic guy who's forced himself on women, female characters, but just basically female characters. And even as a kid, I never liked Pepe Le Pew. Like, watching him in his shtick, I was like, this feels wrong. Like, this really feels wrong. And real talk, I'm gonna sidetrack, because I was watching, when I was younger, I was watching Looney Tunes and they had a Pepe Le Pew short come on, and I was watching with my grandfather. My grandfather goes, he ain't hitting her hard. Like, he needs to hit her to really get her to like her. And I looked at him and thought, well, you're a product of your time. Anyway, enough about my dumpster fire of a family. But anyway, let's get back on track. But yeah, the point being of why I'm talking about why they cut Pepe Le Pew is because Freddy is here. Freddy makes an appearance. Not a lot, but he makes an appearance, and I find it so funny because they made a very big point of cutting Pepe Le Pew, but they don't do shit about Freddy Krueger. The dude is a child murderer and molester. Yeah. You gotta get rid... If you got... look, I get why you cut Pepe Le Pew, but Freddy is right there, guys! Like, you gotta get rid of him. This is a kid's movie. Who's in charge of anything? Anyway, I'm sorry. Like, that just stuck out to me. But yeah, the movie itself. Like, if you didn't like Michael Jordan's acting in the original movie, like, if you look back at Space Jam and realize, man, Michael Jordan is not. He is a great many things, an excellent basketball player, but he is not a good actor. Wait till you see LeBron James's acting. Woof. like as a kid, when you watch Space Jam, you don't notice those things, but when you, as a grown-up, and you're watching this, you're like, man. He's trying, at least. He's trying. He's trying. Anyway. But yeah, the animation is good, and I wish they kept more of the 2D instead of going the 3D. And also, a lot of the jokes are not funny. And yeah, I get that some of the jokes in the original movie were not funny, but that at least acknowledged it. And if you ask me, like, what of the live-action animation hybrid, I can't believe this is a thing I'm saying, the animation live-action Looney Tune movies I prefer, Back in Action. Like, that one, like, if you look at that movie, it's dumb, but it knows it's dumb, and it goes on its merry way, and I don't judge it for that. Yeah. Like, if Back in Action is there, if I have to pick between any of these movies, I would go, back in action. Although I will say, New Legacy does have a joke that that I'm sure some of you were expecting, and that joke was funny. There are some gems in this movie. I can't deny there are some gems in this movie that made me go, But yeah, on a whole, like, it feels like it's trying really hard to sell you the idea of HBO Max than it is telling a story. And again, I'm fully aware that that is the core of every movie, is to sell products. Even the most art house movies like that come out are meant to be products of the the movie studios that are being made by them. But yeah, there are good jokes here, and I'm not saying this is the worst movie I've seen. That title still goes to another HBO Max movie, Mortal Kombat. And even then I have doubts because I've seen a few other bad movies this year. So I'm not saying this is the worst movie. I'm not saying this is the worst movie I've seen of 2021, but it's not great either, and maybe that's on me. Maybe that is just on me because I was never excited for this. Like, I was never excited for a new Space Jam movie. Like I was never, like, super hyped for the idea of another Space Jam movie, and I feel like this is this feels late. Like, am I wrong? Like, it just feels like it's really late to the party and just here for the nostalgia points. And again, very aware that most sequel movies like this are here for the nostalgia points. But this one really wanted to really make you go, didn't you like Space Jam as a kid? Didn't you go and watch the Looney Tunes? Oh, they're so funny, playing basketball with Michael Jordan. Here, buy our products. Well, here it's like that, but with LeBron James and the product placement turned up to 11. And this is a guy who I really love the Looney Tunes. I absolutely adore the Looney Tunes. Like, that was my shit growing up. Like, I will take Looney Tunes way over Disney cartoons. Like, I'm not talking like, I mean, like, if I was to pick like Mickey Mouse and Friends cartoons, which I do like, I will still pick the Looney Tunes cartoons. And there is, like, monochromes of, like, the classic Disney, like, Looney Tunes snark that I know and love in here. And that's what I think saves it for me, because there are, like, some good jokes here and there. But at the same time, I'm just like, man, this also feels like a Frankenstein of a plot, and this just wasn't for me to begin with, maybe. And if you like this movie, I have to preface that if you liked Space Jam: A New Legacy, if this was everything you wanted and more, it's totally fine. I get it. You know, I know there's a huge fan base for it. I get that. But this is coming from a guy who enjoyed Space Jam, but I was never asking for a Space Jam 2. I was never asking for that, even as a kid. It's like, that was fun, let's keep going. If anything, I just kind of want Back in Action 2. That's what I would really like more. Man, I love me some Brendan Fraser. Anyway. So, I know this is kind of a negative review, and I'm sorry for that, but I just wasn't into this. And for multiple reasons. Like, the story was off. It felt more like it was trying to be a big toy, like a big ad for HBO Max. LeBron's acting is hard to watch at times. God bless him, he tries. And the Looney Tune characters, like, the one that really killed it for me was when Granny is drinking a martini and you've seen this in the trailer too, where she goes, "Hate is gonna hate," and I was like, oh, I felt something physically die inside me hearing that come from Granny. That killed me. Something died inside of me hearing that, like, out loud. There's a few other jokes that, like, the Looney Tunes, they're trying to make the Looney Tunes hip, and it made me go, I just felt I'm not saying, like, this movie killed my childhood. I fucking hate that. But this movie, like, there's just some cringe here. Like, there's some cringy jokes from the Looney Tunes. And I was like, I haven't seen this much cringe since the Lunatics. That's it. That's my one. I'm sorry, that's my one. I won't do it again. So there you go, guys. That's my review of Space Jam: A New Legacy. So, if you guys liked it, that's fine. No ill will against you. This is just me. But you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of Space Jam: A New Legacy? And also, just comment below, let me know if you liked it or hated it. Also, if there's any Loud House fans watching this, go check out my previous video that I posted, I'd say about almost an hour ago, I think. I can't do time. go check out that. And it's a video talk for any Owl House fans. Like, if you want to help support the Owl House, just go check out that video and just leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. I don't do the normal pimp out thing. I don't know what I'm doing right now. So yeah, once again, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.